Y'all, what the fuck is up? Welcome to My Favorite Lyrics, the podcast where we talk about music lyrics, except for when we talk about other stuff. Today we've got a very special guest. You know her, you love her. She's got a special out right now called What's Her Secret? She is also, according to Sam J, one of the few cool white women in the entire industry. One of two.
Oh my God.
Welcome to the show, Emmy Blotnick.
That's an incredible intro. Thank you so much.
Yeah. I like to try to, it's different every time. Sometimes people get credits. Sometimes I'm just like, hey, look who's on the show.
That's super cool. I gotta know who the second white woman is.
Megan Gailey.
Oh, wow. Okay,
Yeah,
excellent. That's good company.
Sam's pretty anti-white women just kind of generally, but especially, you've worked with her. Yeah. Just pretty anti-white woman sentiment in general, but especially in comedy. I think there's not that many that she's appreciated. And I remember she was going off about this one time, and she was like, you probably think it's, you be running around having all these white women friends, and I don't be doing, and I was like, Sam, there's no way you think there's no cool white women in the industry. There's got to be some that you think are all right. And she thinks for a second. She was like, you know what? I'll give you Emmy Blotnick, and I'll give you Megan Gailey.
Wow.
1 out of 2.
I mean, I'm truly honored.
50% of the cool white women community.
That's huge. That's my credit from now on. That's all I need.
It honestly is a big credit. There's a lot of people who have a lot of other credits that you have to share. This is, it is high praise.
Well, thank you for telling me that and for having me on. I'm flustered in a positive way.
Sure. Did Sam ever tell you this at any point?
I feel like maybe not in those exact terms.
Sure. But you've worked on a couple shows of hers.
Yeah, I mean, I'm a fan.
Sure.
I'm happy to be.
Those writers' rooms are also really funny to me because you'll look at it and it'll be like, all right, so for this writers' room, it was Langston and Zach Fox and Gary and Sam and Emmy Blotnick.
Yes, I'm very lucky. I feel, I'm over the moon about that.
Emmy, welcome to the show.
Thank you.
Thank you for being here. We, for the listeners at home, Emmy's a person that I've always been a fan of. I saw you do a show in LA in like maybe 2017 or something like that. It maybe was like Hot Tub.
Oh yeah.
You were doing a bit about how you were missing a letter on your keyboard.
Yes.
And you had to like copy and paste. Was it a 0?
Yes, the 0 key.
You were missing the 0 key, and you had to copy and paste the 0 from like Google.
Yes, it's I was typing in Andre 3 because it would autocomplete 1,000.
And then you could grab a 0.
Yeah, so yes. My most searched thing was Andre 3, and then I was just doing that every time I needed a 0 for like 2 years. Because it costs money to replace the keyboard, and
sure. They probably don't just replace one number. It's probably a whole to do.
Yeah, they want to like really make an errand of it.
Somehow it's going to be $400.
Yes, yeah, and I at the time was like, well, I'm not worth it. I'm not gonna go to the Apple store and take care of myself and my things.
Yeah.
And I only use this every day, all the time.
Yeah.
So, you have a great memory. That's so cool.
Yeah.
Did you live in LA?
No, I was just like visiting. Either we were on the same show or I just like pulled up to hang out at whatever show you were on.
That's cool.
But all this to say, I don't see Emmy a lot, but she is somebody that I'm like happy to see every time.
Feeling is super mutual.
That I see her. And for the longest, this is the thing I wanted to talk to you about. For the longest, Emmy had no social media presence at all. And it was a thing that I really looked up to her for. Emmy, for years, if you're like a real day one Emmy head, and I know there'll be some day one Emmy heads in the chat today, you would see that she just had an Instagram with just a picture of a toilet.
Yes.
And I think if I remember right, the toilet said like standard on it, and your caption was, "I demand excellent."
Yes. Wait, your memory's incredible. That is what it is.
I think I'm just a fan.
Wow. Yeah, it was the only thing I had posted for 12 years.
Yeah.
I posted it in 2014 and just left it. And it turned into almost like a guest book. Like people
started commenting under the toilet.
Yes, there's like hundreds of comments on this one post because that's all there was.
Sure.
But I'm sure I also missed out on plenty of people who were like looking for information or like
Sure.
more stuff or whatever that probably were just like, oh, there's nothing here. And now I'm like behind.
Sure. There's some things that probably got missed.
Yeah.
During that period of time, were you logging into Instagram and looking at stuff? Like, were you just kind of like a viewer, or were you completely off it and like checked out?
I didn't have the app.
Okay.
So I would log in through the browser to check messages mostly, because there are a lot of, especially younger
People trying to book you.
Yeah, people younger than us. I always prefer an email, but I can't blame young people.
millennial.
I was gonna say Gen Z, but sometimes that makes me feel old. But whatever.
I don't like saying Gen Z. I don't like acknowledging them directly. I think they get so much shine in a way that like I just as like I'm like a proper millennial. I'm like right in the
me too.
in the sweet spot of like millennialness, and I just you'll know this. You'll relate to this. We just weren't celebrated. We weren't celebrated. We were denigrated. Nobody was trying to be like, oh, let me try on these new cool millennial pants.
Yeah.
It was never that. We've only been met with hostility.
Right.
Even when we were in our early 20s, the Gen X was like, oh, I'm trying to get into what millennials got going on. And now on the other side, I have like Gen Z homies who like will describe something as millennial, and I'm like, oh, you're just describing something that sucks. It's not even really culturally specific to the thing. You're just describing something that you think is bad. And so it's like, I guess I have a certain level of frustration, because even when we were young, everybody's like, oh, they avocado toast in their skinny
Participation
jeans.
trophies.
Yeah. And now Gen Z's being upheld as like this like hip generation that everybody's trying to capture. And so it's like, I try not to give them too much shine.
I really appreciate that, because it does feel like it might also just be that like a lot of things that were peak millennial are they're not in their ripest place in the trend cycle. Like
No.
like skinny jeans and things like that might get associated with our time, or like it hasn't done the whole the full loop yet.
No.
So right now it's like a lot of our stuff really seems extra lame. But give it a few years.
And some of it was.
Yeah, that's true.
But that's everybody.
Yes.
Everybody's got the lame stuff, and then like, I'm sure like everybody thinks the 70s was awesome now. But if you were around in the 70s, I bet you'd be like, oh no, like some of our shit like actually sucked. But once enough time passes, like the shitty stuff kind of gets washed away, and you only pull up the stuff that was cool.
That's true. That's very true. But yeah, those the younger people book shows on Instagram messages. So I would log in just to check those. But I didn't follow anybody, so it couldn't recommend me anything, which is also like a great strategy if you want to not spend time on Instagram.
That's actually beautiful though.
Because it gives you all this stuff that has nothing to do with you, like things you would never want to click on.
Don't I know it? I'm sure I've talked about this somewhere, but like somehow, some way, my feed has become like mostly macaroni and cheese.
Oh my God.
It's like a bunch of like, if I pull up my explore page, it's just like a bunch, it's like macaroni and cheese and other like cheese pull type dishes.
Is it recipes, or is it like go to this place that serves mac and cheese?
Both. It's all of that. Let me see. This isn't mac and cheese, but it's just sort of like a creamy, cheesy pasta.
It looks, they dumped too much. Ooh, that looks good. The cheese
cheesy,
pull.
I've got a lot of.
It's like almost pornographic.
It's like
the
it
separating
is. It's
all this melted cheese.
Fairly horny what's happening in the food part of my algorithm, but
it does just activate something lizard-like in my brain. Where I'm like, I guess I need to go home and start melting cheese and making pasta.
Yeah.
That looks great. I feel like for some people it goes straight to like boobs or whatever, but you're getting. You're getting like it's wholesome in a way.
I'd like to say the titties had me in a chokehold for a time. There was a period of time where that was a big. I had to train my algorithm to stop being titties. Anyway,
that makes sense.
You didn't have an algorithm of any sort.
And it was. I partly was like, I don't want to be influenced by what's going on in other comedians' feeds. Like I don't want to start catering to Instagram, but I found other ways to waste my time on my phone. Like, I'm not better than anybody.
That's what I was going to ask. I was like, did that make you a more productive person because you weren't scrolling, or did you just where were you at on the internet at that point?
I scrolled other things. Like I went through different phases of like I go through an eBay phase.
That can get dangerous.
Definitely, because you're spending money.
And they got everything you want.
And yes, and it's
especially once you have disposable income.
and you're bidding is like that's the most dopamine, whatever, adrenaline producing.
Sure.
I might as well be doing cocaine off my phone.
Basically.
But I collected a lot of weird ashtrays.
That's what I was gonna ask. What thing did you get into?
For a time it was my gateway ashtray was Pizza Hut used to give you a proper glass ashtray to smoke cigarettes inside.
That's exactly the type of shit that I like.
I know.
Damn, I would like that a lot.
They have a stained glass Pizza Hut lampshade.
One of my buddies got that.
Oh, it's
One
so
of my buddies
good.
got that. Did you get one of those?
No, I didn't.
God.
We just don't have that much space, but
Sure.
ashtrays are small,
Yeah.
so I have one from the show Cheers that says 1987 on it. And
Do you smoke?
Yes, but
Okay.
no. Like I'm not addicted, but
Yeah.
I unfortunately glamorize it too much.
It feels glamorous sometimes.
It does.
I'm a real like into the night, 2:30 in the morning. Like I'm going to the bodega and we lighten up a couple.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
that's
that's-
kind of the best way to do it
And
too.
I feel fancy and I feel free.
Because it's also expensive in New
I
York.
believe
It's
it.
like a $20.
Habit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
$20 a pack probably.
Oh, I guess in my mind I was asking if you were smoking weed. You're smoking a cigarette.
I will smoke both occasionally. I will. It depends on the place and time and company.
Sure,
and
sure.
These glass ashtrays are never out with me when it happens.
Well, that's what I was gonna say.
They mostly have like coins and shit in them.
Yeah,
which
yeah,
is,
yeah. Of course, you
it's
put your
very
keys in there.
cluttergenic
I see.
habit. But wait, what do you have Are you a cigarette person or?
I am. Yes, I am. I don't really smoke weed that much. I'm not really a weed guy, just because it doesn't agree with me. I think I'm too in my head already.
Yeah.
And I think weed just puts me even more in there.
Totally.
In a way that I'll only smoke weed if I'm like completely by myself.
So you have like you're staying in, and you can like control the environment.
Yes, and I can do exactly what I need to do when I need to as it hits me. I kind of had to quit smoking weed in groups because I kept thinking too much about if I was being weird.
Oh, I relate to that so much.
I got into that I would get into that really heavy, and I'd be like, have I been drinking this drink too much? That's probably, I've been sipping this drink kind of a lot, and I don't think I've talked in like 30 minutes.
Yeah.
And okay, so I need to say something soon. And then you say something and you're like, I don't even talk like that.
Yeah, you're like, that was not it, what I just said.
No, I'd been quiet I took all that time just to say a thing that I really don't stand by.
Oh, this hits home for me in a big way.
I had to take a big step back from weed.
But it's a lively
Collectibles,
category.
ashtrays.
Yeah, there's lots of the category of little ashtrays, and then I moved into the real for a little while.
Of course, you're doing good.
A lot of buying and returning, and
Sure.
there's a fee to return. So
Somebody has to come to your house. Were you doing it that way?
No, I would take it to
Okay.
like UPS or back to the store, but it's like it creates all this drama in your life.
Yeah.
So that one I had to like pull back, and then it all. Okay, what else? Logged out of Reddit, in Reddit, but not in Reddit.
You gotta get off of Reddit.
Oh, I'm not in it. I'm lurking in certain places.
Do you ever read stuff about yourself on Reddit? Have you ever?
There's one podcast I was on that has a really lively Reddit, but they're also really nice. It's
that's
like
cool.
the weird corner where everyone's nice.
They're like kind of people.
Yes, but I feel like in general, do you read stuff about yourself?
I certainly have. Certainly have. And I also, when I was on SNL, it was
That must have
as
been
you can imagine,
so brutal.
It was not good for my mental health.
No, it
I'll say
can't
that
be.
because people, some people were nice about me, but so many people were mean that some of that stuff really sticks with you. And I had to take a step back from that as well.
Yeah.
Because as it turns out, it doesn't make you feel good.
Did they find new things for you to feel bad about, or were they things you already kind of thought?
Sometimes like I would be like, oh, I did a really good job at this thing. Sometimes I'd be like, oh, I did a really good job at this thing. Like I got all these laughs, like da-da-da-da. And then I would go and read, and then I would see people be like, you can tell he's reading the cue cards. And I'd be like, well, yeah.
Everyone is.
That's the thing. Yeah. And I'd be like, man, like I didn't realize that people thought I looked like it. Now I'm thinking about if I look like it was overall bad. And so I respect and support your decision to be off of Reddit. Do you look at the comments about yourself? Because now you've been promoting a special.
And now I'm looking at the comments a little bit.
Yeah.
And the ones that get under my skin that I didn't see coming were ones saying that the laughter is canned.
Fuck.
Because I'm like, we recorded this at Union Hall on like the lowest, like a shoestring budget. We don't have canned laughter budget.
No.
Like we didn't sweeten anything.
Sure.
But you can't get in there and fight with them because it's half the time it's like 0 followers, like.
No profile picture.
Yeah, private maybe.
Or just the ugliest man you've ever seen.
And they take pictures from under, like their profile picture's always sort of like, in their car, like up their nose. So it's like I'm not
Oakley sunglasses on hard.
Oh yes, yes. And I'm like, well, I'm not gonna get into it with these people.
Yeah.
And you can't control what people think. But
There's
it's
no
like.
winning.
It is frustrating.
Because you want to say something. Because you got, you know what I'm saying? If nothing else, as comedians, we got a lot of shit to say.
Oh, yes.
And we've got some observations that we can make about what you got going on.
And they make a lot of assumptions about, like, you put out, especially when it's in clip form, and they don't get to see the whole show or, like, learn other things about you that might have come before the joke or whatever. Like, then they start making assumptions and, like, being like, oh, and you're ugly. And then you're like, well, I have to walk away from this. By the way, it's a canned laughs and you're ugly. Like, well,
There's so much to address.
Yeah.
And then you never come out feeling good on the others. I've gotten into those arguments in the comments a couple of times. And by the end of it, I'm always like, what do I hope to gain from this?
I mean, I've seen very accomplished artists I respect get into it with random strangers, and I'm always like, I have compassion for it, but it's not where you want to be.
There's no way to win.
No.
But all this to say, Emmy was somebody who was off the internet for
back.
12 full years, and then I've recently seen Emmy start to post, and I was like, we were talking about this off mic, but I was like, damn, the game got her.
Yes.
The game got her. And the thing is, you have a good career. You've been working for a long, long time. You got a bunch of credits. And I was like, ooh, Emmy beat it. Emmy beat it. She doesn't have to do it. She doesn't ever have to post any clips. It's just toilet. And then I saw them clips pop up. I said, damn, we ain't none of us making it out clean.
You're right. I think you're right. Because it's like, well, how do you get people to see your stuff? There used to be infrastructure in place for this.
It used to be like, oh, you get a half hour on Comedy Central.
Right.
And that's where everybody can watch your thing.
And they have a marketing department and a promos department.
Yeah.
And like they'll push it out and people all have this channel. And
you
now
just have to be good at the art.
Yeah.
And that's it.
And that's, I think, what we signed up for.
Certainly. When did you start?
2010.
2010. I started like 5 years after you.
Whoa.
But yeah, similar time frames in that it was kind of like, yeah, you get good at comedy, everything else will work itself out.
Right, and you can join like the establishment. I mean, you did join the establishment
in a big way.
Yeah, totally.
In a big way. But I thought I beat the game. Because I also
thought you beat the game.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
I was just using my Instagram for like pictures at that point, which is what it's supposed to be for.
Right.
And I was just kind of posting pictures that I thought were cool from my life, vacations, stuff like,
cheese pulls.
Oh my God. You're right. There is something erotic about it, and I really am. I'm hooked on it. And my phone knows, and you know what? I hope it never stops. Whoever's listening, keep sending me that cheese stuff. I like it.
Mm-hmm.
It makes me feel good.
Set the oven to 400. We're gonna bake some ziti.
Come on, that might be my evening tonight.
That sounds really good.
I really thought I beat the game, and then I got on the show, and I was just like, oh nope, it comes for us all. And I was like, time to start a podcast. And you know what? By the way, everybody, thank you so much for listening.
Yeah, like and subscribe.
You're a Boston woman.
Yes.
You're a native Bostonian. That's the right word, correct?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. What were you listening to as a young Emmy?
Oh, so my first CD was TLC, Crazy Sexy Cool.
Really good first album.
So good.
That's such a cool first album.
Thank you. I am kind of proud of that.
No, that's an awesome one. I've said this on the pod a bunch of times, but the first album I ever got was Nick Cannon's album.
Oh my God.
Nick Cannon's self-titled EP was the first album that I ever purchased with like a gift card that I got from like Target.
Whoa.
And yours is better than that.
Well, I mean, okay, so I don't know if I've ever heard a Nick Cannon song before.
His hit single was a song called Gigolo featuring R. Kelly.
Whoa.
Where the plot or the chorus was, I'm a gigolo spending lots of dough.
I'm a gigolo. So I do know this one. Wow. Look at me being like, I don't know.
We gotta get that moment in.
What's the next line?
Some sitting on foes, some in the fresh clothes, always surrounded by so many. Oh,
yeah. I do know that one.
Yeah.
It's I feel like
that's why I bought the album.
What's it called? It walked so Holiday Inn could run.
And those were right around the same period of time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I was probably listening to some of the same stuff as you. It sounds like.
It was a radio hit. If you were listening to the radio, Gigolo came across your desk.
I was a big radio listener. Yeah. I was thinking about this on the way here, that like a lot of my like early music interests were because my parents would leave me in the car a lot, and I would change the radio station to Jammin' 94.5, which was the Boston area like hip hop and R&B.
Let's go.
And there was also a good alternative rock station, 104.1 BCN, and so I would kind of go between those two.
I see.
I also that coalesced with like the Lilith Fair time, so like Alanis Morissette Jagged Little Pill was big for me, the Natalie Merchant album Tiger Lily.
I'm not familiar.
Ooh, it's very nice.
Should I dig in?
Yeah,
okay.
It's good. I think it's maybe good like fall winter music.
Interesting.
She's like a singer-songwriter.
I have a picture in my head.
She's the lead singer of 10,000 Maniacs, if you know them.
I'm unfamiliar.
That's okay. That's totally okay.
The Lilith Fair kind of community, if you could imagine, didn't come across my desk.
Very understandable.
Personally,
yeah.
You know, some artists where you're like, oh, I bet your music is good, but like, you didn't make this for me to listen to. And sometimes you can enjoy people's music that like wasn't made for you to enjoy. I fuck with Tegan and Sarah heavy.
Ooh, that's great.
I don't know how actually I do know how it found its way to me. Like my buddy found them on like MySpace and was really into them.
They're great.
When we were like teenagers, and for whatever reason I was like, these Canadian lesbians, I see what they got going on. I'm picking up what they're putting down.
That's amazing.
Walking with a Ghost.
That's such a good song.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's just, and I know they never thought that I would appreciate it, but Tegan and Sarah, if you're listening, we know that you are. Shout out to y'all.
Yeah.
Shout out to y'all. Shout out to Walking with the Ghost.
I wonder how that would be as a karaoke song. I feel like that might be...
It depends on who you're with.
That's true.
You know what I mean? And I think if you're in the Tegan and Sarah, if you're in that zone, I think you know that. If you're with the Tegan and Sarah, folks will appreciate it. Do you have a go-to karaoke song?
The last one I did that I felt like, ooh, that went well, was the Meredith Brooks song "Bitch," which
I'm a bitch, I'm a lover.
That one, yeah. That's like super in my very limited range,
Sure.
And the words come back. That's a song that was big in my Left Alone in the Car phase. So
I'm a bitch,
I'm a lover, I'm a child, I'm a mother, I'm a sinner, I'm a saint. I do not feel ashamed.
Whoa.
See?
Wait a second. No. I'm commenting on your voice, actually.
Ooh.
Whoa. You had something in there. Emmy was in the pocket.
I do. I felt that's maybe the only time the songs ended and people have been like, okay. But it's also, okay, so there's a lot of keys to the good karaoke song, which is you want an intro so that you can get the mic handed to you.
Of course.
A song that starts on a lyric, you're going to be catching up the whole time.
True.
The song has a build. Like it starts with like, I hate the world today, like starts here, but then by the end she's like, I don't want, like there's like a big ending to it.
I like that.
So it's satisfying and it's also like, I think maybe 3.5 minutes.
Which is perfect because karaoke will really teach you that some songs that you love are much longer than you realized.
The number of times I've seen somebody unprepared choose Bohemian Rhapsody
and
have no clue that they're committing to like almost 9 minutes.
You're going to be up there for quite some time.
Of like rock opera? Are you kidding?
I'll give up. Have you ever done that at the end during the outro where when they're like doing the chorus for the like 7th time? I've been like, all right, well, I think we did it. Who's got this next?
Oh my God. I chose the song It's My Life, which No Doubt covered. And that song is just her singing It's My Life, like over and over again. And I could feel people being like, we're so bored of you. Like, this is it starts and ends kind of here, but I don't know. Do you have a go-to?
Historically, I've done Hey Ya by Outkast.
Oh, that's such a good one.
It's been a really big one. There's a call and response built in.
Absolutely. People know it too. It's like in their bones.
Do you have this relationship to karaoke where it's like, I feel like as a comic, I'm thinking about what the crowd's gonna like.
Yes.
I feel like I have that really deeply, and so I'm always thinking about like, all right, how's everybody get involved? It's not because some people get on and they're like, this is personal. I have this song that's in my heart, and I can't wait to. I was with Alex English, and he picked some like deep cut like. I forget. It was he picked like a deep cut like Tony Braxton or something like that.
Ooh,
and it was a good song,
hard,
but
high
it's
difficulty.
But it's not, and he can't sing. But so it's like he didn't need to be doing that. But also like it was just a song that I was like, nobody knows this. And I know you liked this when you were younger, but like I don't know. So all that to say, I've done Hey Ya a bunch of times, and I also have gotten
that's a really good choice.
Lately I've gotten into doing Hold On We're Going Home by Drake.
Oh, that's also a good choice.
That people really get involved with that.
Because there's no like wild vocal in that. It's
No.
like that's right in the middle. But yeah, that's one of my favorite. I'm not a huge Drake fan. I like when he sings way more than when he raps.
And that's fair, and I understand that.
Is that offensive?
Drake is a real central character in this podcast.
Oh.
He's been discussed quite a bit. I am kind of historically a Drake lover, but I have a complicated relationship with where he's at this stage of his career.
Yeah.
He's made a lot of music that soundtracked a lot of moments in my life.
Okay.
So I can't help but I have a lot of love for him.
I understand.
But also he feels lost maybe at this stage.
Yeah, we're definitely in he's too popular to be in a flop era, but his
songs are still massively popular.
Definitely.
Mm-hmm. Just hold on, we're going home.
That one's so good.
Incredible. Do you know a song called Call It Off by Tegan and Sara?
Yes.
That also was, I was listening to that song when I was like 16.
Oh.
Really like,
oh.
It's a breakup song.
I like that. I would not guess that would be you.
And no one would.
I love that.
And no one would. And Tegan and Sara, I think, would be shocked to see me and hear me say that. But the whole song's just about it's basically like the lyrics are, maybe I could have been something you'd be good at. Maybe you could have been something I'd be good at. But now we'll never know.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Good writing.
It's just a good song.
Man, yeah.
Shout out to Tegan and Sara. Tegan and Sara, if you're listening, we know that you are. Come on the pod.
Yeah, that would be super good.
Let's talk about it. I think we'd connect in ways that would surprise both of us.
I was going to tell you about, I almost brought in the Tony Braxton He Wasn't Man Enough as a song, but had to.
Wasn't man enough for me.
Yeah.
Whoa. You know, Amy,
Don't you know I made him leave?
Come on. Come on.
It's that one I also was like, could I do this in karaoke? And it's way too hard.
She's doing some things vocally that are really.
Like just crazy runs.
Yeah, sometimes you hear that and it like reminds me that like, oh, a lot of these artists today like can't actually sing.
So true.
Sometimes you hear like stuff from like the 70s and 80s and 90s and you're like, oh, these people are like singing their asses off.
Yeah.
And now it's not a prerequisite.
No, not at all. It feels like now it's like if you're hot seems to be the first criteria.
Absolutely. If you're hot and you can dance, which kind of has always existed on a certain level.
I mean, there was like, do you remember CNC Music Factory?
Did they do Everybody Dance Now?
Yes. And that was a lady sang, but then a different hotter dancing woman was in the
music
video mouthing along.
That's nasty work.
Yeah.
That's nasty. And I get it. It was the early 90s, so I like understand how that came to be. But I don't think it should have happened like that.
No.
They should have let that big lady in the video.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? And
yes.
they should have at least had her up top just so you knew who was like involved. At some point, she should have been involved. Yeah. Erasing her entirely, I can't stand by. And I wish I knew her name. Hey, wherever you're at, woman who sang that song, I hope you're well. I hope you're well.
Pod.
And I hope you made... Please come to the show. Why not?
I'm inviting a woman.
Emmy's invited you, and now I've invited you as well.
Yeah.
I hope you made a lot of money off that song.
I hope so,
even though
too.
you didn't get to be in the video. I hope it wasn't some like weird music industry deal where you got like $1,000 and then no money after that for a long time. I hope it wasn't that. It probably was. Though.
Might have been. There's a lot of predatory.
That's kind of the deal.
Yeah, it's the business.
I bumped into one of my friends who does music, and she was like, I literally like on the way up here, and she basically was just like, yeah. She was like, I was on like a bigger label, but then like the album, like critically people liked it, but it like didn't make its money back, and so now I owe the label like 6 figures. And I was like, oh, is that how that works? Imagine if that's like, if we work in TV, imagine if it was just like, all right, we spent this amount of money and we didn't make it back, so like now you owe us $1 million.
I cannot imagine.
It just seems like a terrible business model.
Yeah.
It's like, what?
Can't they write it off
That's
as like
the
a
risk
loss?
you're assuming. You're the big company.
Yeah.
Anyway.
That's crazy.
I mean, you actually did something different than most folks. Was you brought us a songwriter.
Yes.
That you would like to discuss.
Yes.
That means a lot to you.
Yes.
And who is that?
Max Martin.
Max Martin.
The Swedish songwriting genius, Max Martin.
Yeah.
Are you familiar?
I am.
I'm obsessed.
I read this book that's right here called The Number Ones by Tom Brehan, and he talks about, I'm also reading his column, which like the book details like, it has like certain, like it skips around. Like it'll basically be like, here's one from the 50s, here's one from 1978. It does like 20 songs or something like that from the history of the Billboard charts. He does a column that does like every single number one hit from like the 60s up until now, basically. And I'm reading that. And why am I telling this story? Oh, Max Martin is a huge part of it.
Yeah.
Max Martin comes up quite a bit. So I've learned a good amount about this man.
I'm obsessed with so here's my big feeling about him is it's like 30 years of like some of the most popular songs ever. I think he is about to eclipse John Lennon and Paul McCartney for most number one hits.
I believe it.
In popular music history. And his English, like at least 30 years ago when he was starting working with pop musicians, like his English wasn't great. And he has a great ear for melody, so the lyrics don't always make sense. Like the grammar's not always good.
Famously, Hit Me Baby One More Time.
Yes. Oh, that is the absolute like classic example. And you know, him thinking hit me meant call me, like hit me up.
Which it could. Honestly, maybe he'd been hanging out with black people.
In Sweden?
Nobody. Maybe he'd been working in the music industry for a little bit. He'd made some black friends, and maybe he heard them be like, "Hey, man, like, hey, hit me when you get the chance."
I think he probably listens to a lot of black music. He talks about loving Prince, and a lot of it has like R&B influence in it. And yeah, hit me, baby, one more time. First shop to TLC, and they said we're not going to do a song about getting hit.
Fair enough.
And then
it wouldn't have quite. That doesn't really feel like quite their speed.
Yeah, I
anyway.
agree.
They're too sultry for that.
And it's one of those things where like once you hear the hit song, you can't imagine it going another way.
Exactly. Yeah, I think that's part of it too.
So like one of the other very good examples from around that time is the Backstreet Boys' "I Want It That Way," which doesn't make sense.
Not at all.
And there's a great TikTok or like a video of AJ from the Backstreet Boys being like, "Our best song ever makes no sense."
Yeah.
And
Tell me why ain't nothing but a heartache. Tell me why ain't nothing but a mistake. Tell me why I never want to hear you say I want it that way. Oh yeah, it's not even them saying they want it that way. It is them saying they don't want to hear their lover say they want it that way.
Yes. So my feeling is I really like when things that are imperfect are like beloved and popular.
Totally.
Because I feel like I get perfectionistic sometimes and overthink things a lot. And I would be one of these people going like, that's not right. We need to make this make sense and blah, blah, blah. Yeah. And it's like, no, the version that's wrong is right. And there's something like life affirming and comforting to me about like the imperfect thing is perfect and people love it and don't want it to be fixed. Yeah. I think that's nice.
Yeah, especially like in art specifically. So much of it is like, oh, we think we are like chasing like a formula. We think we're chasing like, all right, like I need to make like A plus B equals C. And sometimes it's like, oh, it's just like how a thing feels. Like this is all like so much of it comes down to like, how does this make people feel?
Yes.
We know comics like this where it's like, oh, I mean, there are some comics that are like awesome joke writers that like don't move me at all. You know what I'm saying? When I watch them, I'm like, yeah, these jokes, that's a joke. And it's like that, the math of the joke like totally lines up, but it's like there's like nothing behind it. And there's some people that I'm like, oh, you didn't really tell a joke, but you are being hilarious.
Yeah.
And you are like, I feel what you're talking about, even if it's not, there's no real joke math to this. You're just kind of being funny.
Yes, it's like the energy
Yeah.
and like, yeah, I feel like just because I've worked in like writing contexts a lot, like
They can get really caught up on the math.
yeah, and you can get really like stuck on the words and like, how do we make this fit? How do you make it tighter? Blah blah blah. And sometimes it is just like the mess is good. Like a little nonsense is good. Human error is cool. Like. My husband is a little bit anti-pop music. He's not, like, if he came on this podcast, he would bring you Elliott Smith lyrics. And, I mean, Elliott Smith writes great lyrics, but I was playing him, there's another Backstreet Boys song that Max Martin wrote where it's like, does his friends take all your time is one of the lyrics. And it's all I have to give is the song. And he's like, this is slop. This is like AI. I'm like, it's not AI. It's like superhuman.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah.
It's like, this is how he hears it. And clearly something about the way that he hears things resonates.
Yeah, it really works for people.
In a major way.
And okay, so the other really, I think the other one that is great is the Ariana Grande song Break Free.
Okay.
Which has a verse where she says, I only want to die alive, never by the hands of a broken heart. Don't want to hear you lie tonight, now that I've become who I really are. All 4 lines are like,
what the fuck is going on
here? But then you
here?
hear it and it's like, yeah. It's like, woo.
Pop music's weirdly filled with that.
Yeah.
It's weirdly filled with stuff that it's like when you actually drill down into it, you're like, oh, this is nonsense.
Yeah.
This is nonsense, but somehow I do feel you. I do know exactly, this does evoke a feeling in me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's like weird if you spend too much time thinking about it, it's like, well, this is so wrong, but like, you want to die alive? Like, the hands of a broken heart. You picture like a heart with little hands.
Sure.
Like stabbing a alive Ariana dead.
Yeah, making her dead.
Yeah.
The die alive, I can kind of wrap my head around I want to die alive. I can kind of get there where you're like, okay, like if I'm gonna die, I want to die like living my life to the fullest. Like I'm alive.
That's a nice interpretation.
You know, like I can wrap my head around that part, and then the rest of it, I'm like, you lost me.
Right, dying dead would be like you're in a coma and they unplug you.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
and
okay.
It's like you really weren't alive when you died. Versus like, no, I died doing what I love. I got drunk with my friends and I smoked too many cigarettes, and I died. And I was really alive when I died.
That's right. You're on the max wavelength.
I'm seeing him there.
And yeah, it sounds great when you hear it, but I guess it's the sound of the words as opposed to the meaning of the words, and then the feeling from the energy of it.
Yeah.
So I'm like, oh, he's a genius.
Carmen brought up "I Want It That Way," and I want to dig into that, which is another Max Martin song with the Backstreet Boys. He goes, "But we are 2 worlds apart. Can't reach to your heart when you say that I want it that way. Am I your fire, your desire? Yes, I know it's too late, but I want it that way." I'm really trying to wrap my head around. I'm trying to piece it together.
Yeah.
I'm trying to piece it together, and I don't think I'm gonna find it.
I think it's what AJ said. It's like, it doesn't make sense, but it doesn't matter because it's perfect.
Now I can see that we've fallen apart from the way that it used to be. Yeah. No matter the distance, I want you to know that deep down inside of me, you are. Oh yeah. No, it works. It just fucking works.
It does.
Damn.
It's pretty amazing.
I'm also looking at his credits. I'm like, damn, since you've been gone.
So many good songs.
Man. Bad Blood, Blinding Lights.
Yeah, these are some of like
I Kissed a Girl.
Yeah.
Whoa.
It's tons and tons.
I Kissed a Girl makes actually a lot of sense. That one's actually pretty straightforward.
I think so too.
You know what I mean? It's exactly what you think it is.
Yeah, very on the level.
I remember when that song came out specifically because I'd snuck out of the house, or I told my parents I was somewhere that I wasn't, and it's because I thought there was like a girl from another school that I thought I was going to get to make out with, and then I got there and everybody had drank all the alcohol and everybody was too fucked up to do anything, and then my parents found out that I wasn't where I said I was going to be, and I had to go home. I had to go home, and I got grounded for like the first half of the summer. That's what I Kissed a Girl reminds me of, because that was hot on the radio at the time.
Whoa.
So I was listening to that like on the way home, knowing I was like about to be in trouble as hell.
And you didn't get to kiss the girl.
No, and I didn't. Yeah, Katy Perry got to kiss the girl. I really didn't.
Damn.
Because I was like, I got there, everybody was like, I'm like 16. This girl's like, she's like very drunk. And I was like, all right, well, I'll just get drunk, and then we can make out drunk at the same time, because I can't be sober. I got to get there, and then lo and behold, all the alcohol's drank. We're also in Texas, and it's a Sunday, so you can't buy liquor on Sundays.
Oh, my gosh. Where in Texas?
Austin.
Oh.
Yeah.
For some reason, I don't think of you as an Austin person, but maybe I'm thinking of today, Austin.
It means a different thing now. It means a very different thing now. Yeah, now you got to say slurs. And I haven't said any, not on record. So yeah, it's hard to lump me in with that.
Yeah, you're from a Austin 1.0.
Truly.
Yeah.
Truly, and people don't talk about that.
Wow.
Yeah. You also brought us another lyric that is not by Max Martin, or is it? No, this isn't a Max Martin song.
Wait,
This is your
the second one. Wait, do you want to talk Robin real quick?
Let's talk Robin.
Robin, Show Me Love.
Yes.
There's a lyric in the chorus of Show Me Love. It goes, "You're the one that I ever needed." That's Max Martin handiwork right there.
Sure.
But that song came out when I was like maybe 9 or 10 years old, and I was like, this is like the best song I've ever heard. Like, it's just one of those ones where you're like, this is an amazing song. And it doesn't matter that it doesn't make sense.
It just connects.
But we got onto this because I said, Robin, Show Me Love, and you said, you were thinking of Robin S. Show Me Love. I was like, which is also a really good song. You said
Show Me Love by Robin. I was like, oh, you got to show me love. Dun, dun,
Such a good song.
Incredible, like 90s house song. I was like that. And she's like, oh, no, actually it's Robin S. That Robin S. does the song that I'm thinking of. Robin with a Y does a different song called Show Me Love.
She spelled her name Robin with a Y because Robin S. had Show Me Love already. And she wanted to differentiate. And then the lore is that Rihanna, her first name is Robin with a Y, and she couldn't use that name because of this Robin, so she goes by her middle name. So there's like a cascading effect of Robins all needing to change their names slightly.
This is what you were doing on the internet when you weren't on Instagram.
Yeah,
this is
100%.
You were learning about the history of Robins.
I'm in the rabbit hole of Robins. I'm learning who went with the I and the Y and the S and the middle name.
And buying like vintage Domino's pizza ashtrays.
You bet. That's exactly what was going on.
Somehow in the way that she enunciates it, it doesn't even hit your ear crazy.
Yeah.
I guess that's the Max Martin thing.
I think so, because that crazy Ariana verse also has that, where like if you read it, it's wrong, but then when you hear her sing it, like everything has sort of like riffs on it, so you don't process.
It just kind of melts away.
Yeah.
So like I'm not even thinking about it. I'm just sort of caught up in the beauty.
Exactly.
Okay, you brought in I can't believe that this has never come up on this podcast before, because it is such a legendary line by a legendary artist. Why don't you go ahead and give this to the people?
The song Family Affair, Mary J. Blige. I believe it's 2001. And the lyric is, "Don't need no hateration, holleration in this dancery."
Yeah.
And those are 3 words that I didn't know before. And I don't care if they're real or not. You know exactly what they mean.
I didn't, but I found it. Again, this is really the theme of the show. It didn't even matter.
Yes.
It didn't even, whatever the dancery was, I was trying to be there.
Yes.
I knew that. And this song came out when we were both children. And so it was like, there was a lot of stuff I didn't understand.
Yeah.
So like now when you don't understand something, you're like, well, that might not make any sense. At that point, you're like, oh, well, I'm in 3rd grade.
Right.
That's why this is not really clocking to me. Once I get probably to the 7th or 8th grade, then...
Yeah, once I get invited to more danceries, I will know. I won't even need the disclaimer to not haterate or hollerate in there.
In the dancery.
Yeah.
Do you know the history behind this line?
I know that there's a rumor of what it was originally written as.
Yes. Do you want to tell this to the people?
I think you should do it. I think it should come from you.
You know what? And I understand why. I understand where you're coming from. Yes. The way that I have heard it, the rumor that I've heard about this line is that the original lyric as it was written was in this dance soiree.
Yeah.
And she read it as Dancery in the moment.
And then it's like, once you hear Dancery, there's no going back.
And that must have been what happened. They probably heard it and they're like, at first they heard it and they were like, we should probably let her know. And then they listened to the track and they're like, nah, leave it in. Nah, she got it. Or maybe they did both versions. I bet you they did. I bet you they're like, hey, Mary, so it's just try a version where you say soiree. Yeah. But also there's a world in which they told her that and she was like, I'm not saying that shit. That's so dance soiree. Why the fuck would I be talking about that?
Is a dance soiree just as made up as a dancery? I've
never been to a dance soiree.
Me neither.
It sounds like something that would happen in like Sailor Moon.
Wow, yes. Or in like Great Gatsby times.
Yeah, we're going to a soiree.
A dance soiree.
Yeah.
But
Dancery sounds much cooler and better.
Yeah. I like to think that it's her saying, buck stops here. I'm not saying dance soiree. I'm doing it the way I did it.
Best possible version is she knew it was dance soiree and she just was like, that just doesn't hit my ears right. I'm going to freak it. I'm going to make a word that nobody's ever heard before and I'm going to make it hot. And did she ever? I think that is the unifying theme for my lyric choices is I want somebody to freak it and and make it their own.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And bring something. It's memorable if you make it up, if you make up something new.
Yeah.
And that lyric's so good. And then I was listening to this song over and over again on the way here, and I picked up another favorite lyric in it, which is, doesn't matter if you're black or white, let's get crunk because Mary's back.
Woo!
Doesn't matter if you're white or black. Sorry, black and back have to rhyme. Oh, I fucked up, Mary. I'm so sorry. Oh, please don't come for me, Mary J.
Run it one more time.
Okay.
People one more time.
My other favorite lyric in the song is, doesn't matter if you're white or black, let's get crunk because Mary's back.
Let's get it crunk up on her, in this dancery. Don't need no hateration, holleration. In this dancery. Incredible. Who produced that?
Dr. Dre.
Oh, of course.
Because it sounds so much like other Dr. Dre hits.
Yes, it does. That makes all the sense in the world.
The other rabbit hole I went down was like, listen to Still DRE or What's the Difference Between Me and You? Mm-hmm. And they have really similar, sort of plodding. And it's like that little step down.
In the club.
Yeah.
There's also...
And it works so well. I don't even mind that it feels like the same kind of trick over and over because they're...
If it ain't broke.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And it really ain't.
Dr. Dre, if you're listening, we know that you are. Congrats on everything, man. Yeah. It seems like it's gone really well for you.
You didn't even need to invent headphones.
No, even without the headphones, you actually would have been completely fine. But then you hit that one, and it seems like it's nice to be you now.
Yeah.
Yeah. So if you come on the pod if you like, I bet you've got some very interesting stories. You've seen a lot.
I hope he hears that.
I
think he'd be a great guest.
Something tells me this might not come across his desk, but if it does, Dre, we'd love to have you. I know you've got all kinds of stories that people would love to hear, and I think this is the best place to tell them. Don't go to Zane Lowe or somebody who's much more established or known or has worked in the music industry. Come here to me. Thanks, ma'am. Let me just ask you this. How did it make you feel when Mary said it doesn't matter if you're white or black? Let's get crunk because Mary's back.
I think part of me, before I heard that, was like, well, I can't get crunk because I'm white. Even if Mary's back, I don't know if the invitation to get crunk extends to me. And then I heard the lyric and was like, oh, I am allowed. Actually, I'm encouraged.
Here it is, baby.
In fact.
Mary said, I like to imagine that you're looking around to your black and brown classmates and being like, hey, y'all didn't think a bitch could get crunk because of my skin complexion, did you?
Yeah.
Y'all thought I wasn't allowed to get crunk, but guess what? Mary said it's cool, and then you started crip walking.
That's exactly right.
That's what I'd like to imagine you had going on.
I'm throwing my back out on the dance floor. I'm twisting.
You started fucking Harlem shaking.
Yeah, I'm doing all of the moves.
Because Mary said it's time for you to get crunk.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I'm doing the coffee grinder on the floor.
Sure. Do you still keep that with you? When's the last time you got crunk?
Oh, not recently enough.
Yeah.
I feel
It's not too late.
I'm open to all invitations.
We live in New York City. You could get crunk any night of the week.
That's pretty true. I feel like I'm in a sort of crunk slump right now, but I think this conversation might be exactly the inspiration I need to go find myself a dance floor and with the bass line jumping.
And even a dancery.
Oh, I would love. Do you have a favorite dancery?
You know, I do, but I can't blow up my own spots. We'll have to talk about this off mic.
Okay.
I
feel like you're not going to tell me off mic either.
If I do tell you off mic, are you going to go?
Yes, and I will, especially if you'll be there, because
sure.
Then I can be like, he told me.
How many times a year would you say you're like going out dancing?
I feel like in this season of my life, it's a lot of like wedding, like it has to be
everybody's getting married,
that kind of dancing, but that's not the same as like going to like a club and really like cutting loose on the floor. Like that, I feel maybe concerts is where I do a little bit of that.
What's the last concert you went to?
I saw Robin on New Year's Eve.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Did she do Show Me Love?
Yes.
Whoa.
And she did it as a slow jam, and it actually was what made me notice the lyric more closely, because she was singing it like stripped down and you could really hear the words.
That's so fun.
But the rest of her whole discography is like fucking pumping dance tunes.
Dancing on My Own.
Yeah.
That's the one that really crossed over in like a crazy way. I feel like that makes its way onto the dance floor. If you're in a space with a lot of white gay people,
that's exactly it.
That one's gonna make a big appearance.
100%. And that was a really fun show, but I'm not sure I would describe it as crunk. So it's like, I might need to expand my horizons and even a bit more.
We'll talk.
Okay.
We'll talk. I'll send, I don't know a ton of spots, but I know one or two.
What's the last concert you saw?
I went to see Jay-Z.
I
saw
God.
Jay-Z at Yankee Stadium.
Was it the one Rihanna, Beyonce?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
It was crazy. It was nuts. But it was like there was some kind of like security issue. I guess people were trying to like bum rush security. And so like, and I think maybe a few people got in, and I think they were trying to like figure out, is there like a security threat happening? And some people just got stranded outside.
Oh my God.
I heard Mandel was like stuck.
Did he break
outside?
Oh my goodness!
Yeah, and
if you have a ticket to that show and you can't get in, that's so devastating.
I'd be so frustrated. I wasn't planning on going. I like Jay-Z, but he's not like my number one guy necessarily.
He's no Drake for you.
Not for, and I think that's just an age thing. I think it's just about I'm not from New York, and I'm like under 40.
Sure.
So I think Drake just kind of. I grew up on Drake more than I grew up on Jay-Z.
That makes sense.
Respect to the legend though.
Can I do that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I think that's colorblind. Throwing up the rock.
Doesn't matter if you're white or black.
It don't matter if you're white or black. You could throw up the rock and Mary's back. The concert was supposed to start at 8:00 and it didn't start till 12:15.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
I would be pissed.
It was, it was
bedtime for me.
It was such a cool spectacle, but I will say it did just the amount of time that I'd been there really did put a damper on the. I just was kind of sleepy. Like it ended at like 3:00 in the morning. Yeah.
Okay, at least you got a seat.
I had seats, which was nice. But like, that's the last concert I saw, and I saw to the same point of like you seeing like Robin live and like feeling that just like feeling that like and you know this, we both like work in the industry. Like I feel no kind of like all around celebrity around anyone who's like gotten famous past when I was a child. You know what I mean? Like whoever's hot right now, like meeting them means absolutely nothing to me. But it's like if I was in the room with like Julia Louis-Dreyfus, I'd freak the fuck out.
Oh, 100%.
Like
that's a great example.
Queen
too.
Latifah. If I was ever around Queen Latifah, like I wouldn't know what to do with myself.
It needs to be someone who I first met on a low definition camera.
That's what I'm saying.
And if it's somebody who I've seen hold the phone at themselves, it's like the mystique is gone.
It's ruined. It's gone.
Totally. Mm-hmm. Like I feel like the Island Boys, I would feel numb.
It means nothing to me. It means nothing to me.
The first example.
If anything, that is a crazy one. But if anything, I'd be.
It's like a modern celebrity. But like, that's not.
Island Boys.
It's so wrong. It's like insanely off.
You could have said like Jacob Elordi. You just like. You're like.
I went with a sort of aged viral sensation.
Yeah.
Oh boy, okay.
Yeah.
But I agree with the point. The thrust of what you're saying is correct for me.
I saw he brought Pharrell out and they did like a bunch of their hits together, and I got to see him and Pharrell do Frontin', which is like
love that song.
One of my like favorite songs of all time. And like seeing that like truly made it all worth it.
That's a really good song.
I saw him do Frontin', and he did his verse from Big Pimpin', which is probably my favorite Jay-Z song because they brought in the Texas Legends, UGK.
Oh, wow.
I wish they would have done the Pimp C verse because that's actually the best part. But even just getting to see Frontin' with Pharrell and Jay-Z, a thing that I probably will never get to see again.
Yeah.
That warmed my little heart.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
What an amazing show.
Yeah.
But yeah, you got to be there from 8 p.m. till 3 a.m.
Literally.
Like a graveyard shift.
Literally.
That's insane.
It was fucked up. Emmy, we got to get out of here, but before we get out of here, we're going to listen to a little voicemail.
Would love to.
So, this is Jackie. I am calling because I was...
Again, hold on. Again, we've talked about this. We've talked about this before. This came up on a recent pod. What happened to the pleasantries? Some people used to come on and they used to be like, hey, Devon and guest.
Yes.
Love the pod.
Yes.
Really happy to be here. Now, recently, people have gotten really impatient. They've just been like, so here's what I got to talk about. And that...
Where is the etiquette?
You know what I'm saying? Either it's being cut out beforehand and I don't know it, or people have just stopped greeting me. And
Can you start with I hope you're well?
Come on.
For the love of God.
Something. There's so much going on right now. The fruits and vegetables aren't safe. We can't eat fruits and vegetables.
The diarrhea is explosive right now. You feel me? The air is full of smoke.
Come on.
Hope that we're well.
Come on.
At the top.
Because odds are we're not.
Yeah.
Anyway.
So, this is Jackie. I am calling because I was today years old.
This is Jackie like...
Oh, it's Jackie. Jackie. You don't got to say hello.
We've been friends for a long time. This is Jackie. No further context is needed.
Of course.
Anyway.
So is the new hello.
So, this is Jackie. You know what that means. All right.
Today years old when I heard Dua Lipa's IDGAN.
Oh, yeah.
Are you familiar with this song?
Yeah, it's a fun song.
I've come to find out you're a real pop girl.
I do love pop.
And so this is the perfect voicemail for her.
Very good.
Yeah, let's see what's up.
I think she entered into my favorite lyrics because she sang "Fuck You," and it was so beautiful. It was the "Fuck you" that really got me. She was cussing this nigga out, and I like that. I don't normally listen to little white girls. And I know this came out in 2017. However, she spoke to my whole 37-year-old black lady soul with that one. And I thought it was important to share because she was giving it to him. And I like that energy.
Yeah.
Have a good one. Bye.
You know what? Jackie turned that around. That's a good voicemail.
Hey, thanks, Jackie. You know what? I know I was skeptical of the way that you pulled up initially, but I'm really happy that you did that, Jackie, and thank you again for listening. Now I feel like I need to revisit this song. What do you know about this one?
I can base it. Say you, da, 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 da. You know I don't give a fuck. It's a good song. It's from her first album. I have like not much to add to what Jackie said. It's like an anthemic FU.
Let me see. This is 906 million views. Oh
Isn't that crazy? So many pop songs or like so many things now that I'm not familiar with are like billion level popular. And I'm like, whoa, like I'm in a silo of some kind.
And I didn't think I was.
Yeah.
I feel,
I try to be, expansive in my interests, but.
We're in the arts, you know what I'm saying? I feel like I'm around people who like know what's going on. And, Jackie, incredible voicemail. I similarly don't have a lot to add. She really is saying enough of you. Yeah. It's a classic pop girl sort of anthem.
Yes.
Is to be like, I've put you behind me. I put you behind me. I'm not dealing with what you got going on. Your sorries don't mean anything.
This goes on the playlist with JoJo's Too Little Too Late.
Or Leave.
Yes, Leave, Get Out. Both JoJo masterpieces.
Sure. Yeah, this is a big...
Sorry Not Sorry by Demi Lovato, also similar thematically.
Sure. It's, I think every pop girl's got to have one of these types of songs because it is the most universal... It's the most universal thing, I feel like.
Yeah.
Is to be like, you're out of my life.
Yeah.
And you wish...
It's empowered.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It makes you, we've all felt like that on some level.
Yes.
And I think, especially if you're a man or a woman who dates men, you've certainly felt that about someone at some point in your history.
Yeah. And she managed to do this without falling into the, like if it was like Zero Fucks Given, it would have aged badly.
Sure, because that's like attached to like a time when people were saying that.
Yes, but this one's from 2017 and still sounds pretty good.
Because it's classic. So I cut you off. I don't need your love because I already cried enough. I done been done. I'm moving on. So since we say goodbye, I cut you off. I don't need your love. Yeah, your time is up. I'll tell you why. You say you're sorry, but it's too late now. So save it. Get gone. Get gone.
Oh, yeah.
Shut up.
Oh, the Beyonce song "Sorry" can go on this playlist too. I think, I'm halfway to a "Sorry Not Sorry" themed compilation.
Yeah, you've basically got it.
Yeah, you should show. I feel like people should see what that says.
Carmen,
That's pretty funny.
To the people. If you're watching, you can see Carmen saying, "We got to rap."
This is the very polite,
And you know what? She's right. She's
saying IDGAF to us now.
You feel me? It's probably that time. Emmy, thank you so much.
Devon, thanks for having me.
Thank you so much for being here.
I could do this all day.
You've got
Too much.
A wealth of knowledge about this.
Way too much.
No, but that's what happens. That's what happens when you're not looking at cheese pulls on the internet.
That's
you get to
true.
learn about the different types of robins.
Oh my God, all the different robins. We didn't even talk about Mary J. Blige turned down Umbrella by Rihanna.
Fuck.
Did you know that?
I did not know that.
See
but
you
also
next
it's
time.
the same. It's like I can't imagine it as a Mary J. Blige song.
No, I don't think she wanted. I don't think she could do it.
I think she was.
She didn't want it.
I get why she did that.
Yeah.
It might not have become that big of a hit.
That's true.
Anyway, Emmy, thank you so much. Y'all be sure to go peep Emmy's special. It is out right now. It's very funny. If you haven't seen Emmy on stage, she's a hilarious stand-up. So go get involved with that.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, thanks, friend. My Favorite Lyrics is a production by Disco Nap. If you guys like what you hear, leave a review and tell a homie about the show. And make sure to follow us at My Favorite Lyrics Pod on all social platforms, except for Twitter. We offer that. You can learn more about this week's guest and the My Favorite Lyrics team by checking out the show's notes. And thank you to the guys that made this show happen. Executive producer, Lauren Mandel. Producer, Carmen Kerrigan. Our editor, Nicole Lyons. Fringe Podcasts, who engineered this episode. And yeah, that's all the people that I'm going to thank for now.